Okay, you're all very welcome to Wine on Wednesday with the 100 Club. I am Vincent. This is Katerina, the professor of wine and all things history of wine. And we have Giorgio as well from Corte-Badin, a very important winery in Valpolicella in Italy. First things first, Katerina, would you like to tell everybody a little bit about yourself just for one moment?
Okay, so I'm Katerina. I'm Swedish. I'm not Italian, but I live in Florence. I've lived in Florence for more than 20 years. I didn't start as a wine writer or a sommelier. I am a sommelier, but more in a theoretical sense. I don't really work as a sommelier, and I've never done. But I started my journey in Florence, doing my PhD in history, because the EU has a research institute, their official research institute, just north of Florence. But for the last 10, 15 years, I kind of write about wine, and I also travel all over Italy and have done so to learn more about Italian wine. And it's become a bit of my niche without even thinking about it. So yeah, and now I kind of collaborate with Vincent here in his 100 Club, which is a lot of fun. So this is the first video here, Wine on Wednesday video. And so, yeah, I'm happy to be here and to help out.
You're more than welcome. And Giorgio, you are a winemaker from Valpolicella. You are a very lucky man. Can you explain to people how lucky you are?
Me.
Yeah.
Really nice place for sure. Vabbè, I'm lucky because I stay in Italy, basically, because nice food, nice weather, nice place. But this is not because I am a winemaker. Because like winemaker is a hard way, a hard life. Not very funny, really.
Excellent. How long have you been making wine for?
Me personally,
Yeah.
From 2002, from 20 years
Wow.
after, or more. But I I don't know. I'm sorry for my English.
Not a problem.
However, when we learn, I don't know mathematics. The 2 for 2, 4 for 4. Huh? I learned this in the field. Still, my father and my mother harvest, and I learned this in the field basically. So I
Bravo.
started working in the field 20 years ago, like formally. So, but all the holidays and vacation I do in the field for harvest.
Excellent. Excellent. How long has your family been making wine? Because
My family.
yeah, when did the Corte-Badin winery start?
Officially after the Second War, with my grandfather, Bonazzi Alessandro. But my grandfather started wine before war, second one, and recently I read. I'm starting to read a book about the story of Verona, and so on. In the first of the 1800, or you say 18th century, the end of 18th century, I find that just for fun, when you see there is the name on the book, and I find Bonazzi name, and at the end of 17th century, I find you say this man then write a diary, or you say a book for
Yeah.
his memory. Okay,
Yeah.
and one day he stay in Villa Mosconi is close to my place. Now is where Villa Novare, where they make Bertani wine. But the worker was Bonazzi, and he said, "We have a nice day with the Bonazzi family in Villa Mosconi."
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
And my uncle is died last year at the age 92. He always told me that the best wine, the best recotto, they make with the Bonazzi grapes in the hill, and they bring in Mosconi villas. You understand?
Wow.
Yes.
But why, when you say it's an old man say story, right? But after I find on the book the rights,
Yeah, the
the
real
he,
history. Yeah.
yeah. So I match it, and they say, "Wow, my uncle was true, say the
Wow.
truth."
That's an excellent thing to be able to say about your family, that they're super important in
Yeah,
the wine world,
But
especially in
I discovered last year.
wow, interesting.
that's cool.
Yeah. Do you like to drink other wines when you're not in Valpolicella?
Sometime
Or is
for beer when
Valpolicella
I
the
outside.
best? Wow. Have you any questions for Giorgio, Katrina?
Well, I wanted to ask which is his favorite wine when he doesn't drink Amarone, but
Aha.
I see he's reluctant. No, but also, I mean, I find it interesting with this. I mean, because a lot of producers in the Valpolicella area has a similar story now that they started after the Second World War, but the family still goes back several centuries. So what would you say is for a person who hasn't been to Valpolicella, what is the most typical about the Valpolicella terroir and the wines? How would you describe them in a few words? And what makes them so special?
In a few words. But
I
about
know it's
the
not
Rhine.
possible, but
Oh, sorry, but you asked me about the Rhine in a few words.
now also like both the wine, what is special about the wines, but also in connection to the microclimate and territory. What makes them so special, in your opinion?
But if you ask to the bartender if the beer is good or not, I don't know. For sure, okay, for sure, the land is vocated for
Yeah,
wine making. This not because I am from here, or but
This is science. Yeah.
also story maybe because in Valpolicella place area they find grape seed before Roman times
yeah,
from
Yeah.
Retic. So it's mainly is vocated for produce wine. Also, it's another kind of climate because also the olive tree coming here.
yeah,
Yeah.
In in the other valley don't come in. Actually now, yes, because the climate starting to change,
mm,
becoming more hotter.
Mhm.
But I remember to all, not to you, but to all, that the studies say the native grape that we have in Valpolicella coming from a village 600 meter higher from Valpolicella. Now they don't grow grapes now in
mm,
that place because he is quite mountains.
yeah,
But during Romans time, when
mm,
they bring the grapes here, was a nice place for grow flower and olive and grapes. For this reason, the grapes remains on the land on the
yeah,
terroir, and they grow only in Valpolicella region
mm,
because climate change. But you rest in how you say, in a bowl in a
yeah.
microclimate,
Yeah.
Well, I
and
also
if
have
you
the
feel
Lake Garda very close by, so
now, like Erba is another question, is another matter. Okay, we entered into specific, but if you go up in the mountains and you're looking how is the Valpolicella or the
mm,
three valley of Valpolicella, because now we have two kind of Valpolicella, but eh,
yeah,
there is the Adige Valley and another big valley called the Grezzana Valley or sì,
yeah,
Valpantena. This
yeah,
is too big way for air, for wind, cold and hot wind.
yeah,
It changed something. He make the difference between the other part and the Valpolicella area. Valpolicella area is a little bit lower,
mm,
with the sun in the front and with the back covered by the mountain. So it's a little bit hot,
yeah,
protected.
yeah.
So this is a difference. Garda Lake have another climate because they have
No, no, I
a
know. I was thinking more about the winds. Perhaps are coming also from no.
Vabbè. Ecco, and the soil adesso, I'm sorry, Me personally, I study. So I like story and I like also archaeology, and so I follow some little course about geology. And if you check on the geologic map of Valpolicella, but the big Valpolicella, you see in the Valpolicella Classica there are a lot of color.
Yeah.
Every color means one kind of soil.
Mm.
After Valpantena, there are four color, basically pink, purple, and blue, because it's volcanic.
Okay.
Instead, Valpolicella was they call the Verona Trento platform. Was an island, was an
Okay.
atoll, I don't know, an island up to the sea.
Okay.
So and the other was a volcanic under the sea. So
Okay.
the one is different. Sorry, the land is different. The soil is different. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Mm.
And also in my firm, I can't find but my firm is not bigger, but is you can find at least four type of
Of soil.
soil,
Mm.
Wow.
and this is very not funny. It's very useful for me because when there is too much rain, the soil with the sand is good.
Mm.
When
Okay.
it's less, when there is no rain, the soil with the calcareous is very good for vine because the vine go inside and then
Very
take the
deep.
humidity
Mm.
deep in the middle way. I have argillose.
Mm.
Argillose keep dry on the top but wet deep.
Underneath. Yeah.
So cioè, every year I can find the right place for the good grapes. Okay.
That's
Excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah.
Excellent. Wow. Amarone is a very unique wine in its production. Because most people won't know the production method of Amarone della Valpolicella. Could you briefly explain why Amarone is very different to the production of other wines?
There are a lot of reasons, but honestly, by my point of view, okay, we have to do everything by hand. We have to wait a lot of time, and when we wait and we do by hand, we have a little quantity of the,
Yeah.
the result. So three factors that put the wine unique and also expensive.
Yeah, can be. Yeah, but it's a quite a unique method of production as well for the Amarone. Because it's like
Yeah. I think the drying, no, like you dry in the
Ah,
cassette, no,
yeah, yes.
because there's a
Yeah, you
second.
have to think when we have to choose, we have to harvest in two time. The first harvest, we choose the best and we put in the warehouse and we wait 6 months. And every 100 kilo, 100 kilo, come si dice? Sì. Each 100 kilos, we have 35 liter of wine.
Mm.
And this 35 liter of wine, we personally in our firm wait 5 years before drink or sell.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
It's a long process,
an
and
investment. Yeah,
yeah, yes. So the dry, you lose a lot of weight, and you concentrate the sugar, you concentrate the flower aroma, and so on. But the matter is also you have to wait at least 5 years.
yeah. That's why it's more
You don't
expensive.
know
That's
what
why
you.
it's more expensive. You have to
Yeah.
wait a long time before you can sell it. Yeah, we actually we don't have Amarone here, but we do have Ripasso and the Basil. That maybe we could tell our good friends at home what these are like, because Katrina is, as we know, sommelier. I am not. I'm the public. She's the professor, and you're the producer.
No, come on.
What do you think of the? We start with the classical or the ripasso. What do you think of it?
You start with the classic or the
No,
ripasso?
the ripasso. Sorry, ripasso.
Ah, okay. No, I think it has a very nice nose. I mean, of the mature fruit comes very much through, no?
It's my
And
favorite.
also
I'm
the
being,
more
I'm being biased, but this has always been my favorite ripasto della Valpolicella.
so it's you also feel like very much the more herbal, the balsamico, no, and it's very balanced wine. I mean, I think you can talk more about the how it's made. I mean, it's a bit the small Amarone it's called sometimes, no?
Mini Amarone. Yeah.
Yes.
Depends because who haven't Bezo could say this, but I have also Bezo, so
I know, but I mean, like
We have
also,
Bezo. We have Bezo as well.
Bezo is the Amarone dei sta in Germany. It's a baby Amarone Bezo.
uh, well, because there's always a small part of appassimento, no?
For your dinner tonight, which of the Corte-Badin wines would you drink with your dinner, usually? For you,
I don't
yeah.
know. Sorry, may you repeat it? I don't know.
Sorry, for dinner tonight, which wine will be on your dinner table?
It depends which I have to do, what you eat.
What's for dinner?
With the ripasso.
Yes.
Well,
What
okay.
would you eat with ripas?
What will have the dinner for me?
Yep, tonight.
For me.
What's for dinner?
Wow.
Tonight I have the bistecca.
No, I don't. Sorry. Yesterday and today rain, so starting the temperature become not
Yeah.
quite winter, but okay, low temperature. So today, this morning, I go to the shop and I buy a big pieces of meat, and I wanted to have with the pera. So I don't know if you know what is. I hope you know.
A pera.
Pera, you never had it.
Pera.
No.
Like la frutta, la pera.
No, pera. Oh, sorry. Ecco, it's a wrong question, I think, because it's a long matter. Pera is a very typical from Verona only, but now I discover in medieval time they use a lot this kind of is pera because there is a lot of pepper. It's a sauce made with the broth, old bread, the how you say the inside of the bone there is milk,
Yes, the marrow. The marrow.
marrow,
Yeah,
and cheese sometimes, and a lot of pepper.
love it. I love pepper.
It cook for a lot of time, 2 hour, and after with the boiled meat, you matching with this. Okay, you put
Excellent.
Nice.
meat in these sauces basically, but it is a winter food. It's not.
Which wine would you drink with that? It sounds like it's a stew almost, like on a
Mm.
stufato almost.
Honestly, ripasso. I think
Ripasso. Yeah,
because it's not too much heavy and strong wine, but not so much. Okay,
yeah.
Mm.
for
Ex-
me, for me.
Excellent. I'm having steak tonight, and I'm going to have some ripasso with my steak.
But it's the right. It's the right. It's
Excellent. Uh, do you have any questions for us?
for you.
Yeah,
But you are in Ireland
I
now.
am Irish. Our club is in Ireland, but I'm in Italy. But
Okay.
any questions about Ireland?
How is the market? How is the market? I don't know. The market. I have no importance in Ireland, so I don't know how is. I have no idea. I know
Well,
they have a good beer, but I don't
we
know
have
if they
good
know
beer.
anything about wine.
Yeah, we have no wine in Ireland, unfortunately. But that's okay because I live in Italy. So, but yeah, we have good beer, and we invented whiskey.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, when the customer come here, I was sorry, but it's a Scottish movie, I think. But I tell the story about the movie, the Angels part, they call it in Italy. I don't know.
it's not Braveheart, is it?
No, Angels part.
Oh yes, no, it's called The Angel's Drop. Yeah,
They stole the last drop of the whiskey, blah blah blah.
because
And so
it
because this,
evaporates.
yeah, but it's happening also with Amarone in the
Oh wow!
cask. We lose. We have in a whole cellar. We have 130 hectoliters of Amarone, and every year
You lose.
We
It's
do.
disappear. We
yeah.
lose. We lose. Zero. 30 liters per barrel, 2 times. 60 liters per barrel
Wow.
Mm.
each year. Because the
Wow.
humidity, the dry, but the wood do this,
Yeah.
like in the whiskey.
Like with the whiskey,
Mm.
it
Temporary way.
evaporates. It's gone.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
No,
It
but the
is.
casks are 100 hectoliters.
Wow.
Is a big, not like a tonneau, or they are bigger. We use big barrel
Mm.
because we are not in hurry. We want to the
Yeah.
wine need more time to become ready, but the result for us is better at the end.
Mm.
Excellent. Excellent.
So,
Do you have a for the Irish people who will watch this? Do you have a bed and breakfast or accommodation or wine tastings or anything like that at Corte-Badin?
if I
They
have
might,
sorry.
we have many Irish people who might like to go and do a wine tasting or stay in Valpolicella. Could they stay
Okay.
with you guys? Can you give us some recommendations of good places to stay, or can they do a wine tasting with you guys at your cantina?
Yeah, well, we do wine tasting. We do tour. We do simple testing or long. Depend how the people want to spend, and also the people are interested, because sometimes coming people and they know they don't want about know about the story. They want to try the wine, so they say, "Oh, sorry, cut the story. Let's go to drink something." And other people looking and want to know everything about the field, about the story, about the
Mm.
seller, about everything. So it's
Excellent.
possible to.
So you can do all of this in Valpolicella. Everything. You can go tasting. You can go on tours. Are there places for like accommodation?
Yes, also we have.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
okay, cool.
Fantastic. Um,
We also know the local, because place where to go to eat. I prepare a map for tourists, because every time people come and say where can we can go. Now there is Google Maps with the stars and review, and they can check it. But if you want to go to eat, where I go to eat, because for me personally, 35 Europe is too much, because I grow without euro, so seven
me too.
7,000 lira is a lot of money for me. So I go in the place for not for poor, but for older people. But
Yeah,
you spend maximum 20 euro, and you eat very local. You can find tourists in this
you
Oh,
place.
eat
that's
very
great.
well.
And
Yeah.
I have my map about this, so that
Now
I can.
the 100 Club is exactly the same. We want very good stuff for good value, and that's why we're
Yeah.
here with you guys. It's amazing. Um, Katrina, do you have one more question before we finish up? We've got only a
Yeah, I wanted to ask about because we've been talking about like the ripasso and the more kind of EGT, Corte-Badin, and also the Marone. But what are your opinion on the Valpolicella Classico? Because I know that also the consortium has tried to do this project the last few years to reevaluate the Valpolicella Classico, and so what do you think about the Valpolicella Classico? What kind of market do you have for that? Do you sell it well?
Sempre for me, this is the question.
in
Yes, for
general.
you, for you.
No, no, no. Okay, allora, for me, adesso personally, I speak personally, okay, what I
Yes,
think.
of course, of course.
About marketing, about what they want to push at the consortium, I don't know. I have an idea, my personal idea. But the problem also is there are too much competitors for Valpolicella. Valpolicella could be famous for the name, but honestly, people come here looking for Amarone,
Yeah.
looking for Amarone, and Famarone is famous. It's kind of souvenir. They want to buy Amarone, just a bottle, but they want to go with
Yeah.
Amarone. But my personal opinion, Valpolicella Classico for me, and especially this year, what I have this year is the top of the wine that I have. If I have to choose, I I like to drink fast, easy, and low degree. Easy, no? You can drink 2, 4, 10 glasses of wine during lunch. Valpolicella is the best for me because it's fruity, it's lighter, it's fresh.
No, I
And
agree. That's why
for
I
me,
asked, because
for
I
me
think the
personally,
same
I
thing.
appreciated them more than. Sorry, also Bezo is good, also ripasso is good, but if you
Yeah.
are having a big stick or an important meal, it's a little bit harder to have a glass of wine. It's okay, but I stay in UK. I don't know if the same or Ireland, but they drink one glass of wine and now one glass of water. Okay, I mix it in the glass. They mix in the bed. I don't know
Mm.
what is the
Okay.
difference. For me, the fruitness and the youngness of the Valpolicella Classico is a good glass of wine for every day.
Mm.
Very very good, especially for my film because we do in the old style. Valpolicella Classico, you can find a lot of good, not very good stuff and very dark. And for me, it's not Classico. It's another stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
If you want to do wine only with the Corvina and Corvinone Rondinella, you can't make the wine so dark,
Mm.
so
Okay.
strong.
So you think
Fruity,
there's probably
lighter.
some of the
We are
grape
close
in
to
it?
Bardolino, no? We are close to Bardolino, and we
Yeah.
are brother.
Mm.
So simply, easy, very easy, and very fruity. This
Yeah.
is what my idea of a Valpolicella.
Excellent.
No, I agree. That's why I asked the question, because I of course I like an Amarone, but it's not for every day. I mean, you drink it
It's
at
too
special
for every day.
occasions.
It's too heavy. Yeah.
But I've also come to
Sunday, for every
appreciate
Sunday,
the
ecco, for every Sunday, okay, but not for every
yes.
day.
Okay.
Well, you're very lucky. You've got like a lot of Amarone.
There are 4 Sunday in a month, so with a 12 basis, you can do 1 year if you do my recipe.
Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
Folks, what can I say? But thank you very, very much. Giorgio, you've been excellent. And thank you so much for explaining all about the history of your family, your great grandfather was actually quite famous. Thanks for speaking about the wines, about Valpolicella in general. And just thanks for coming along. We will be promoting your winery in Ireland very, very soon. And thanks to the professor, Katarina Anderson, for joining me here.
This is my Valpolicella Classico that I kind
That's
of
the Classico. This is my one.
like a lot.
My,
The
my,
classic is
my
the top.
pick. My pick is the Ripasso. That's my pick for our club. And
But also the Corte-Badin is a great wine.
this
The
one is the
GT,
Bezo, is it? No,
the Bezo, yes.
Bezo. Yes, I like the Bezo too. Bezo's quite strong.
So it's
Well,
Rosso
maybe
Veneto.
Degree.
it's like 16. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, degree is like an Amarone.
it's like
Yeah.
Amarone. Yeah, yeah. It's
Just one
really.
year instead of 3 years of aging. The
Oh, okay.
same,
That's the only
the
difference.
same process, the same grapes, the same cellar. It's like two, two brother with different mother, no?
Very good. Excellent. Folks, thank you so much. And to everybody listening on our channel, thank you so much as well. All of these wines are exclusive in Ireland to the 100 Club. And Wine on Wednesday, we'll be back next week. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. We're going to
Cheers.
take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.